What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by Galadon Gaming Clash Royale. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope this entertains you. Now, TV Royale used to be full of all of these 3 crown draws. Remember back in the beginning when TV Royale first came up, the algorithm that the Clash Royale team had input always selected the closest battles, and of course those ended up being 3 crown draws. Even though they were like 1 in a million, they completely dominated TV Royale. Now we are seeing a lot more of this. Check out Jeff No Gems, level 1, facing a level 7 player. And he's got pretty much all of these epic cards, but they're all level 1 cards. And I guess this is becoming a pastime of some players to see how high they can go with just a level 1 account. Can't blame them. Obviously, it's not just the cards. You've got to have a lot of skill as well, because man, are you overmatched severely in most of these battles. And I didn't even know what to name this episode. It's so crazy to see these battles. It just seems completely unbelievable. Obviously, the higher level player has to make a lot of mistakes, as well as the lower level player being skilled. And right here, an enraged balloon, look at that thing just launch itself onto the tower, latches on, wipes that tower out, just about takes it down. The witch gets the last of the hit points out of it, and amazing. Just a witch, a balloon, and a rage spell not countered in time. Next thing you know, tower down, and the level 1 player has the lead. It's crazy, but it's true. It's so hard to believe that it happened to you. No, I'm just kidding. It wouldn't happen to you, right? Of course not. Wouldn't happen to me. I hope not. But in any case, it's fun to watch these guys, and obviously they've had a lot of practice, and it's something maybe that people are bored with playing the game. Otherwise, it might be fun to do. Start a new account. Obviously, however, he had to unlock a lot of these epic cards. Not easy to do early on. Obviously, with a regular vanilla deck with a bunch of cards that you would see at Arena 1, you're probably not going to be able to do this, because you do need those cards that, well, novice players have difficulty countering. Specifically, I'm going to have to go with the Witch, the Balloon, those are the big ones, and the Prince, that's another one. Oh, and of course the Giant Skeleton. Those are all cards that really can catch people off guard. Right here, another rage spell. The balloon gets all the way to the King's Tower, and rather than going for the 2-1 win, he is shooting for the big 3 crown. Now he has to defend his own King's Tower. The minion horde, the balloon getting in there, getting close to finishing off this battle. And again, with the card levels so extremely lopsided, I don't even know how this is possible. It really is hard to believe that a level 1 player with these cards could defeat a level 7 or even a level 8 player. But cards like, say, the Giant Skeleton obviously do such a fantastic job on defense. That giant bomb he drops does such a good job, and I have to say that is probably one of the most instrumental cards in this deck. That in combination with cards like the Witch, and here the Rocket, overestimated by Bunker. That might show the novice skill level, not realizing that you're going to leave that tower just a little bit short of going down, and in turn that costs him the win. Jeff No Gems mercilessly, I have to say, mercilessly laughing at his opponent as a level 1 defeating a level 7. I don't even know how I would react if that were to happen to me. Now we're going to take a look at DL, the level 1 again, facing this time a level 8 player who will blur out his name or something like that. I don't know. It's unfortunate, but hey, we're not looking at how bad, because again, you know, people are of all different skill levels and they can get caught off guard. I've been beaten by much lower level players before, and you never know. Like I said, people from the ages of 6 to 106 probably play this game. Early on, looking good. The Rocket takes down a bunch of hit points off the tower and that Witch. So right away, doesn't look good for DL right here. But again, you'll see some cards that we saw in the previous battle that are going to be very versatile and relatively powerful, even at level 1, level 2. You've got the Dragon and the Skeleton Army, as well as some cards we didn't see in the previous battle, the Goblin Barrel, the Prince, and the Valkyrie. All good cards and all very dangerous if not countered correctly. especially when facing newer or lower level players, or maybe higher level players who aren't used to seeing them used so skillfully. But right here, just brute force G-pole taking down one of DL's towers, and I have to tell you, it didn't look good. If I didn't know the outcome of this battle before I watched it, I would not have believed what was about to happen. You look at G-pole's towers, not even so much as touched, with 90 seconds remaining, a goblin hut back in the back, and this unusual deck. Here comes the giant, here comes the witch, and we'll watch for the goblin barrel. It is ready, it's queued up. It is on its way, a balloon, so the other player went on the offensive, and that cost him the tower right here rather than countering that push. So quickly it's tied up. The balloon doesn't get the job done, and a huge crowd is moving in after G-pole's King's Tower wiped out. But look again, still doesn't look like there's any way DL can win this. His King's Tower so close to going down, and then maybe this guy was watching Galamom too much, but the rage spell didn't work out so well. Definitely an underused card. I would like to see the rage spell used more, but maybe that wasn't the best place to drop it. So DL trying to regroup, trying to make sure he doesn't get 3 crowned. The witch, the spear goblins coming out of the hut are going to take that balloon down. The goblin hut serves as a distractor, and now a rocket once again. Definitely a lesson for lower level players. Do not overestimate the strength of your rocket, and try not to use it in situations unless it can finish off a tower, or you know you can finish off the tower afterwards. That costs so much elixir that is exactly what it's going to cost G-pole. Well, okay, that and another perhaps improper use of the rage spell right there. Still doesn't look good. A second rocket comes in, but leaves 42 hit points on the King's Tower, and now DL putting together the big final push as we are well into overtime. Less than 50 seconds remain in overtime. Here comes the prince taking out that giant. Here comes the giant protecting the goblins and the witch, and yet another rage spell. The goblin barrel in the back behind the tower. The minion horde trying to stop it, but way too many units have built up. He is just getting overwhelmed right now. You can see the rocket is in his deck. He even has it queued up. He wants so badly to send that rocket over, but will never get the opportunity. 3 crown loss to a level 1 player. I don't even know. I hope, I feel for these guys' devices. I hope that they're okay, and I hope that they can go on and enjoy the game. I know that it would definitely tilt me. I would be triggered, and that is putting it mildly, but we're going to look at another one. Yes, this time it's Torterra 470, no clan, facing Mike the Freshman. And again, we've got level 1 versus level 8. He puts up the crying eyes immediately, and another slightly different deck. This time he's got an Inferno Tower, and right off the bat, the Goblin Barrel Goblins get so much damage done. I'm pretty sure that Mike the Freshman right here is just considering this GG, like this guy's level 1. I have nothing to worry about. But notice something consistent about these higher level players. They all have the rage spell. Does that tell you something about the rage spell? It tells me something. Don't try the rage spell. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. And unless you can really get it timed right. Now, okay. Well, okay, no sooner did I say that than Mike the Freshman grabs a tower right off the bat using the rage spell. But again, there still seems to be some consistent pattern to these super high level players bringing the rage spell. I don't know. Maybe it's the rage is nice, it's super effective in Clash of Clans. These guys are playing Clash Royale, and so they think it's going to be a great card to use. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would be nice if the rage spell were a better card in Clash Royale. But right here, another Goblin Barrel, and again, the Goblin Barrel not countered all of that damage on that right tower just from a couple of Goblin Barrels, and suddenly, maybe Mike the Freshman, nah, he's probably still pretty confident. I was going to say maybe he's sweating it, but no, I'm pretty sure at this point, he probably still thinks he has this one in the bag. Now he's able to drop the giant, the balloon, out there right by the King's Tower. The King's Tower so badly damaged. The balloon getting in there. He even throws the good luck up. The good luck, the ultimate BM right there. That was so bad. And that right there, I have to tell you, do you think just maybe in the back of Mike the Freshman's mind, he's wishing he didn't say that. I'm just wondering right there if he's already regretted it, because the thanks from Torterra and you know that he has not given up yet. You know, obviously, that something is coming, and an enraged solo wizard, again, maybe a display of the lack of advanced Clash Royale skills, I don't know. But at this point, for sending out the good luck, I don't know, it's a little bit BM, but at the same time, I mean, you're 7 levels ahead of the guy. It's going to take more than luck for him to come back and beat you. Now, I love that move right there. He beautifully pulled the balloon off and tore it over to the left tower. And now, another Goblin Barrel on the left tower as the right tower falls to the giant skeleton. And suddenly, the tables have turned. It doesn't look good. 4 seconds left. Enraged Barbarians easily are going to be stopped by the giant skeleton. And you know what's coming. All Torterra has to do is rotate around to the fireball. It is up. It is queued. Here it goes. This is going to hurt. Good game. And it's all over. 2 crowns to 1. The enraged King's face. After throwing up good luck, somehow the serial Vapist member finds himself on the losing end of a 7-level differential. So the moral of the story, you never know who you're playing against. It's maybe a good idea never to say good game until the game is truly over, or just about. Anyway, more in the pocket than those ones were. All right, thank you guys so much for sticking around watching this episode all the way to the very end. I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. Subscribe, thumbs up. See you tomorrow. Full attack.
Gallydon, that's not that impressive. I could do that. I could.